Hey guys, Lisa Ann. Hey guys, Lisa Ann here. Just wanted to say hello and remind you all that you are badasses. You can change anything you desire in your life if you truly want it, and if you truly align yourself with like energy that is going to support that transition and that change. And what I mean by that is recognize that even if things seem to be falling apart, oftentimes they're actually falling together, and it's up to us to really focus on what will make us happy, what will make us whole, what will make us feel fulfilled. These are the things that will help us grow. The higher vibrations are what really can help shift our lives. It's when we focus on the negatives or the things that really bring us down and make us feel shitty about what's going on in life. That's when we immediately tap into that energy, and then we sink ourselves down along with it. So with that being said, over the last couple of days, I've had to have a couple situations in my own life where I've really had to recognize, like, you know what, Lisa, you're a badass. You've been through a lot of things in your life, and you can rise up and be the bigger person. And I think that that's important, because sometimes we get in these positions in our mindset where we feel like nothing's ever going to change. It's always going to be the same. It's always going to feel this way. And that's not true, because life is not linear. It doesn't just like go like this. It's like woo, woo, woo. It's very sporadic. So we have to learn to roll with the punches. And something that I've used in my own life that has really helped me is learning how to say, God, why did this happen to me? Instead of that, I say, what is this trying to teach me? What is this person or the situation trying to teach me? I think that we can all advocate that there have been times in our lives where we felt singled out or bullied, or just kind of brushed off just because maybe we're not the same as everyone else. I know that's true for me. I've always been a rebel, and I've always been my own person. So when I was growing up, I was bullied a lot, and I promised myself I would never bully others, because I don't think that that's the right way to go about things. But that doesn't mean that you can't advocate for yourself and speak up. But sometimes speaking up, the biggest thing you can do is through your actions, right? So changing that perception of, why is this happening to me? Why is this person doing this to me? And changing to, what is this here to teach me? What am I here to learn? And then taking that information, gathering it, building up my strength, and saying, you know what, I'm a badass, and I'm going to get through this. And whatever it may be in your life, whether it be the COVID situation, or maybe you're arguing with someone that you care for, or maybe you're just not really close friends with someone that you really valued. We change in life, and that's okay. But I think at the same time, we got to give ourselves grace when we go through these transitions, and recognize too that haters are kind of a part of it. And I always look at haters as learning lessons for me. I feel like when there's someone who's either throwing negative energy at you, or they're hating on you, or they just don't like you because you do things differently than them, for one, they really are saying a lot about themselves. So you have to look at that and recognize, like, wow, this person's hurt, and send them love. And I know that that's really difficult, especially when you're like, I don't like this person, I don't want to send them love. It's wise to send them love, because whatever we put out there, we get directly back. So really, by sending love to that person, you're sending love to yourself. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect at that. I'm learning, I'm getting better at it. And I think to recognize that when people do criticize or judge you or hate on you, it's really because of two reasons. And one of them is either they're intimidated by you, or you have something that they want or something that they don't like about themselves. So we really are mirrors for one another. So whatever, I think Freud said it, but whatever you don't like in another is usually because you don't like it in yourself. So being able to recognize our own patterns and realize, like, when we go through these experiences, like, wow, like, oh my gosh, like this person taught me this, because I never want to be like that. I never want to be a bully. I never want to make someone feel like they're unwelcome, or just because they're different that they're not valuable. So that's why I'm here to tell you today, remember you're a badass, because the only person who decides your value is you. If you feel like you are less than, or that you are not lovable, that is your truth, and that is who you are. But if you feel like you're a badass and you can take on anything, I tell you one thing, you are not going to live in despair, because you realize you are the master of your universe. So something that I challenge you over the next few days to just recognize in yourself, try to be aware of your own patterning. What I mean by that, let's say someone cuts you off on the road, right? And you're super already agitated because you've been in traffic. It's been a rough day. You had to wear a mask at work. Hey, you know, that happens, right? The person cuts you off on the road. For a lot of people, their reaction is, oh, I'm going to freaking get that person back. I'm going to speed. I'm going to race. I'm going to cut them off. No. What's the point? You have no idea what's going on in this person's life. They could have just found out they have cancer. They could have just lost the love of their life. So many things could be going on in their life that you have no idea about. And making a snap decision like that could unfortunately change both of your lives for the worse. So instead, recognize like, wow, damn, that person's going through something. I wish them well. You know, and that's definitely easier said than done, but it's something that I'm personally working on myself, because, you know, I think that if we can be kinder to one another in this world, especially in what is going on in the world right now, we can all, as humanity, be a lot happier, a lot kinder, not only to others, but ourselves. Like, I mean, it blows my mind to see the amount of self-abuse that people inflict on their bodies, the amount of hatred they direct towards themselves, you know, and we have to change that, because if you can't change that internal dialogue and those internal beliefs, you will never be free. I repeat, you will never be free, because you have to decide if you are free. And so I want you to take that with you this weekend and think about, what can you do that would make you a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more relaxed, and a little bit more kind, you know. And being kind doesn't cost a damn thing. I've had moments in my life where people have been extremely kind to me, and it made such a difference in my life. And I would like to hope that maybe some of the things I've done for others have done the same, you know, but really it's irrelevant. It's kind of a way of life, you know what I mean? And I, you know, like even today, I went to my session at the gym, and my client, she remembered that I told her that I really was like looking for this like new primer. You know, if you do makeup, you know what a primer is. But I wanted this like special primer, and I was just like saying it just kind of nonchalantly. Well, she went out of her way and bought it for me. And now I'm not saying that you have to buy someone a gift, but just to be able to do something kind for someone and think of someone else, like, it meant so much to me. And it's not like I even need primer. I just ordered a primer. But the point is by just doing little things just along your journey of life to make it a little easier for someone else, or to just show them like, hey, you're valuable. You know, we may not agree and we may not be on the same page, but I still send you love and I still wish you well. I think that is the key. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, my little ramble. But at the end of the day, just remember, you are a badass. You decide how you will react. You can never control other people, and you can never change other people. So that's something that you have to accept if you really want to profoundly change yourself, because the only person you're responsible for is you. And you can either be a victim or you can be a badass. And today, I choose to be a badass. Actually, every day. Take care, guys. Bye.